They didn't know much about Sigma, even though I had 2 Sigmas on my block. And didn't know they were Sigmas until I came back home and Sidney Bichette said, what are you thinking about doing down there? I said, I don't know. So when I got back down to school, met a couple more Sigmas, and they just took me in. They just took me in, took me around, took me to all the parties. We was going from North Carolina to South Carolina, just partying up on 85 like crazy. And then went to a couple meetings about joining. Got online. My senior year finally got online, and then stuff happened where the line had to get dropped. So came home, told Sid, hey, I still want to do this. And Sid got me in touch with Craig, and from that point on, I became a Sigma man.
The graduate chapter in Syracuse, we made a few inquiries and try and locate the brothers in the year of 1976. And I had been told that there were no Sigmas in Syracuse except Fred Langham. Recall I went to a dinner dance one time and they had all fraternities stand, and finally one Sigma stood and people started to run over and say, you got a Sigma around. And it was I.
I introduced myself to Brother Fred Langham in 1978, and we started formulating the idea of a graduate chapter. Fred had already been in contact with other brothers in the area and was thinking along the same lines that I was.
We kind of stumbled along for a number of years up until Jim Kane and others got interested enough in trying to get a line together, and Jim Kane was always calling me about something, so he called me one night and said, we got a line going, and to meet me over at my place. And we went out there, and sure enough, things started to happen.
To say he was a mentor would be an understatement. Brother Kane was a consistent voice in the chapter, one that you knew would be supportive and one that was always going to be critical but helpful. And so you always could rely on him as just a pillar. And no matter what the activity was, he was always with it. He traveled with us a lot. Like I went to all levels of conventions with Al Kane. I roomed with him. And, just after all of it, he just had an infectious smile. And, it hit me like a ton of bricks to lose him, and I miss him dearly. And we're never, Rochester's never gonna quite be the same without Brother Kane around. But we're gonna do our best to remember him and hopefully making him proud, because we know he's looking down on us. So, man, just can't say enough about Brother Kane.